Hello! Cars can be very different and all of us have seen this many times. That is why some people are the fans of track models, others like retro cars, and there are also those who can't imagine their lives without sports cars. But which type is better? And can their smaller copies be cool? Let's try to find it out today. In the meantime, before we start, click the like button under the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and press the bell to be the first to know about our new releases. Have you finished this all? Then let's go! Do you like motorcycles? As for me, I really do, especially such retro options with a large headlight in front, a fairly roomy seat and bigger body structure. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the Harley-Davidson models, which is a well-known motorcycle brand. The cool thing is that the bike engine sounds amazing. It makes a very cool noise, creating an interesting atmosphere of racing and competition. The next car has put me at a stand. When I started watching this video, I thought it was a GTR as I noticed the hood ornament on the radiator grille. But when the camera moved away, I saw this car and I didn't understand whether this was some kind of super fast GTR generation or someone just had fun. If by chance there are experts among the audience, then please write in the comments what kind of car it is and why it is called GTR. I would be very grateful. All of you are well aware of such a brand as a Lamborghini. This is a luxury sports car brand. Everyone knows what they look like, but it's a safe bet that at least half of you don't know about the existence of the next model. This is a Lamborghini Miura, a supercar that was produced by the Italian company Lamborghini from 1966 to 1973. Miura was the first mass-produced mid-engine supercar for the public road, as well as one of the models that set new standards for high-performance sports cars and supercars. The next car is a representative of a proven over the years brand called Honda. Here is a scaled-down model of the Honda NSX, a sports car produced from the late 20th century to 2005. Many innovative solutions were used in its design. It was the first car with a body and chassis made of aluminium, equipped with a fully electronic power steering and an electronic accelerator pedal. Its engine had a V-shaped cylinder arrangement, a maximum number of revolutions, the whole 8,000 per minute, and impressive power ratings for atmospheric engines. For the first time in the world, the connecting rods of this model were made of titanium, and for the first time in the world it was equipped with platinum spark plugs. The bottom of the car was made flat for better aerodynamics, and the shape of the rear part helped to minimize the force of wheel separation from the surface at high speeds. In short, this is an awesome car. Well, now trucks and all the other representatives of the peasant crew just get lost. The Ford GT40, which is the four-time winner of the 24 Hours of Le Mans from 1966 to 1969, enters the field. This car was specially designed to win long-distance races against Ferraris. Spoiler alert, it did win there. It happened on June 19, 1966. I guess almost every person of our generation secretly dreams of it. It was a slow, prone to breakdowns and insanely beautiful car. This is a car with a very difficult fate, which has become a cult one after the movie Back to the Future. This is a car which official name is Delorean Dmc 12. By the way, the number 12 here meant its initial cost, which was 12,000, but in the end it turned out to be more expensive. The exotic design and reputation of the DeLorean have become good advertising for the car. Since the start of sales, the manufacturers have received 4,000 paid orders. And even though the car had a lot of problems later, let's not think about them, as the movie has made it a real dreamboat. Promoted by the film, the car has become a cult object, unlike many other low-volume sports cars. How do you like the model of this adventurer who equipped it with cool lighting and no less amazing stuffing, The Italian manufacturer Porsche specializes in creating quality 1 to 8 scale car models. Expanding horizons, the company introduced a novelty, the Ducati 1299 Panigale S model, which is the first Porsche motorcycle. The Porsche Ducati 1299 Panigale S is almost 305 mm long. It is completed with components made of rubber, metal and plastic. All in all, the model is a true collector's item as it is designed in 1 to 4 scale and looks very much like the original Ducati 1299 Panigale S. There are approximately 600 components included in the kit, but the Italians claim that you don't need to be a great craftsman to assemble this beauty. The next car surprised me a lot. It has the old design of the 20th century as well as something attractive, something mysterious and interesting that makes you look at it again and again. Do you feel anything like this? A car with a seemingly simple color, which is not particularly remarkable, looks like a real mystery. How did people even come up with the idea to build something like this? It is very long and at the same time maneuverable. It has many additional details, but it is still comfortable for drivers and passengers. In short, the car is straight fire, and I would love to have it for myself. I'm talking both about the mini version and the original one. If someone says the word drift, any motorsport fan will instantly remember at least 3 or 4 cars that made this kind of sport popular. And the Toyota Sprinter Turismo in the back of AE86 can rightfully be considered the number one of them. It is this legendary car that you can see in front of you now. This light and nimble ride was cheap, but it could do much more than most expensive cars. What do you think was the secret of this beast? Now, I will show you a sports car manufactured by the German company Porsche. This is a well-known model under the index 911. By the way, while you are admiring this car, I will tell you an interesting fact. The 911 index was not originally intended to be a timeless designation of different generations of the same car, and was nothing more than one of the many similar numbers in the end-to-end 3-digit internal factory numbering of all Porsche cars, assigned to a specific 1964 model. But due to the market success of this model, Porsche made an exception, and the index became a proper name. The index began to designate a 2-door 4-seater car with a coupe body, designed in a concept rarely used in the global automotive industry. Its supposed 6-cylinder engine was installed behind the rear axle. And this is the first generation of Toyota Celica. This car was launched on the market back in 1970. The Celica became a car that emphasized design and driving pleasure. This sports car was in demand due to its beautiful appearance and excellent performance, and was demonstrating a filigree combination of price and quality. By the way, would you like to buy such a car? Write in the comments. And this car is called the Beetle. And this is not the Beetle that you immediately imagined. This is a brand of Polish trucks. By the way, it didn't receive such a name accidentally. The name was given by one of the designers called Julian Kaminski. The fact is that the first prototype had a light dark rip-through rip color. This caused associations with the Colorado Beetle, and so the name stuck. In general, there is not much to say about the car. The mini version perfectly repeats all the contours and curves of the original one. It is interesting to assemble it, and it gives a lot of cool emotions. And this is a very unusual Mazda, which immediately reminded me of a Porsche. As for the shticks, the mini car has a remote control, with the help of which you can turn on and off the backlights, control the doors and start the vehicle. In short, this is the toy that you can give to a child and keep him busy for the next many hours, seriously. By the way, while you are looking at this car, write in the comments if you like it or not. Did you expect a similar style for a Mazda? And what can you say about its appearance? If the previous car can teleport us back to the future, then the next one is a teleportation to the world of luxury and classiness. Here is the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a crossover from a well-known company, which was officially presented in 2018. By the way, this is the first crossover from this brand. The car was named after the largest diamond in the history of mankind. It costs around $500,000. But since the car is very cool, people tend to touch at least its mini version. To tell the truth, it's pretty good too. Well, you can see it yourself. The series of the 1980s called The Knight Rider was very popular all over the world. A fantastic story about one policeman and his unusual car was one of the most favorite ones among young people. So it is not surprising that they decided to reshoot the story after more than 20 years. Although, as for me, I would reshoot it mostly because of the car of the main character, as it is so damn cool. And I'm not talking only about the original one, just take a look at this copy. Well, isn't it excellent? Made on a scale of 1 to 18, the model looks chic, and the only thing you want is to sit behind its steering wheel and press the accelerator pedal. When I look at the Mustang, one question pops up in my head. Why is this model so popular? Does it have the best appearance and technical components? First of all, it has a rich history. Undeniably, the Ford Mustang is a cult car. There were different periods in the history of the model, but it has still remained afloat. The first Mustang was a concept created in 1962 based on the Falcon. While many people associate the name Mustang with the name of a wild stallion, others say that designer John Nager took the name from the P-51 Mustang fighter. Some people say it was Robert Eggert's idea, the Ford division manager who was fond of horses. This mini model has many features that can be found in the original full-size cars. For example, the opening of the hood, the headlights, and many other details. As for the appearance and the interior, they can strike a chord, right? Well, that's all, friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and goodbye for now.